Alrighty, hello everybody, my name is Joey, and today we're going to introduce Botfolio stats. I've made a video about this before. We have put all the stats for Botfolio into this. If you don't know what Botfolio is a mixture of 32 different bots all inside of one portfolio to help diversify your portfolio, and it's meant to be fully automated. It is fully automated. You check for 5-10 minutes a day, in the morning, at night for 5 minutes. And it's meant to replace or replace part of your long-term investing. Okay, so let's dive right into the stats. Okay, so we have all the stats here. Let me fix this. Let me put this to the full screen, and boom. So in the top here, you can see we have 16 bots. Okay, and this is for trading a single micro contract. So each one of these strategies, you would have traded one micro contract, which would be based on kind of like a $40,000 to $50,000 account. Okay, I would recommend $50,000 of live personal account. This does not work on prop firms. Okay, here you can see the total net profit. I'll probably list this sheet in the description below so you can check it out. Total net profit here for all the strategies shows the profit factor, number of trades. We have the percent profitable, the average trade, the average winning trade, losing trade, winners, losers, right? The account size needed to run these. So if you add the account size up, it's right around $40,000 total. So you technically could run all these with 40,000, right? Return on initial capital right there. Okay. Max drawdown, intraday. So this is from at most point in a single trade to the lowest, right? You can see that trade close to trade close, and then you can see all percentages return by year. So this is based on a 100K account pulled directly from TradeStation. You can see down here I have the data for a 50K account, but all these percentages here are based on a 100K account. So in 2024, the scalping bots, which are these top 16, made 35.75%, which is about $35,000 it made in 2024. Okay, and that's again based on a 100K account. So on a 50K account, your returns would be double that, right? So you can look at this, and on the bottom here we have the other stats. I would call these our non-scalping bots. Okay, let me move my face out of the way. So you can see we have ES, crude oil, gold that mainly make up these. You can see the total profits, again, all the same stats. And if you go all the way to the right, you can see all the percentages. So this year, our bots are about 7.8% in drawdown. And these bots are built to never go more than 20% in drawdown with 95% certainty, okay? Lots of analysis dove into this, and lots of creative ways of making the strategies went into this to make sure that wouldn't happen. So 95% certainty, it'll never cross 20% drawdown. Right now it's in 7.8% drawdown, and the market as a whole is down a ton, right? You have Tesla down like 45%. I think the regular NASDAQ's down like 5% from the highs, maybe a little more. So quite a bit of drawdown in the market. Last year, the portfolio as a whole made 94.5% returns. So if you started with a 50K account, your account would almost have made 50,000, right? In 2023, made 70%. 2022, 124%. So if you started your 50K account in 2022, you would have made like 70K, right? Pretty great. 2021, 70%. 2020, 106%. 2019, 28%. So you can see the goal of this is to outperform the S&P and the NASDAQ, right? Which is the average of 8 to 10% a year. And you can see we do that pretty much every year. Obviously, the further back we go, the whole portfolio was built from 2019 onwards, okay? Because that's when the scalping bots were created. Now the regular bots were created from 2012 onwards, and we don't have the full amount of data on TradeStation to pull, from all the way back then per se, or it just didn't take trades, right? And now some of these micro bots, because these were pulled from the micro strategies, like gold and crude oil, you can't actually pull data from multiple years ago, okay? Because that's just, it doesn't work like that on with the micros, okay? So some of these are converted from the minis to the micros, which is going to be a roughly pretty accurate similar percentage. So this is about as accurate of data as you can get, pulled directly from TradeStation. I pulled as much micro data as I could, and the rest of it is just converted mini data, okay? But it's going to be a very, very accurate estimate. Of course, the past isn't going to determine the future, but it won't get any more accurate than this, pretty much, okay? Yeah, you can see this year so far, the scalping bots are only down 0.4%, and the non-scalping bots are down 3.4%. Main reason for that is most of these bots are created of, we have 8 ES bots in this second portfolio, or this, not second portfolio, the non-scalping portfolio there. And the other thing is the Bitcoin bots here. The minis have actually made, let me move my face back down. The minis have actually made 295,000 and over, 200 and something thousand for the mini on this one, and then about 180,000 on this one. So the micro data, not quite as accurate as the mini data. I could have just replaced the micro data with the mini data. Again, that's because microdata doesn't go back quite as far, so this has like 200 less trades on the microdata. I just kept it in there. Instead of pulling the mini data, okay? But I could have pulled the mini data, and maybe I will switch that, but yeah, pretty solid, okay? I mean, you can't complain with the returns of 94% a year, 70% a year, right? And if you actually take the average from 2019 to now, let's do that really quick. From 2019, because that's when the whole portfolio was made, the average return is 69.4% per year, okay? So pretty good, I would say. So leave any comments, questions, concerns down below, and have an awesome day.